morning. Today we are going to tackle and discuss about the theories of Hildegard Peplau. He described the nurse as someone who has significant by following the interpersonal process or the roles of a nurse. The first phase is the identification phase or the stranger phase, in which the nurse should establish the care that the patient should trust him or her in serving the patient.
Good morning, ma'am. I am your nurse, Rachel Medelia. I am assigned this day 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. So how do you feel, ma'am? Feeling well, doctor. My health is also very great. So what causes you stress? Studies. I suggest you better take a rest first and I'll be back later. Okay? Thank you.
Next is nurse as a resource person. It is given that the patient will be dependent on her nurse, which implies that the nurse will give health information, answers, and advices to the patient based on the patient's level of understanding.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you feeling today? Good morning, nurse. I'm feeling good right now. So how's my health going? Is it improving? So the doctor said that you have pneumonia. Your lungs is not yet clear and your is on off. So the doctor advised you that you take your medicine correctly. Then take this a rest for the couple of days so that you can heal quickly. Okay, nurse. Thank you for letting me know my condition.
Next is nurse as a teacher. It is where the nurse will emphasize and will teach the patient about the importance of self-care and also will help the patient to understand about the therapeutic plan.
Good morning, ma'am. How do you feel? Okay, that's good. Can I check your temperature first? So please. Did you take your medicine appropriate to the prescription? We assure your health. May I leave you for a while?
Thank you.
Nurse as a leader. The nurse will act on the patient's best interest, and this will be achieved by cooperation and active participation.
Nurse, I think my husband should be discharged because I am seeing signs that he is quite okay.
Oliver, are you already okay? Are you fully recovered?
I don't know, nurse.
I think we will wait for the advice of the doctor whether he will be discharged or not. But for now, rest and make yourself comfortable to heal fully, okay?
In the surrogate role, the patient will recognize the nurse to have a similarity to her previous relationship. And as a nurse, he will tell and will let the patient to understand that he is just doing her surrogate role and will let the patient know that it is different and only temporary.
Morning, nurse. Nurse, I think you have the same case.
Ma'am, maybe there are some characteristics I possess. The way I hear you and treat you. Like your father. But I'm not your father. I'm just your nurse. That fulfilling my responsibilities and obligation according to what is my profession. So, think like me as your father, but I'm not. I'm just your nurse, okay?
The last phase is known as a nurse as a counselor. It is believed as the greatest importance and emphasis in nursing because it strengthens the relationship of a patient and a nurse by being a listening friend, an understanding family member, and by giving sound and emphatic advices.
Nurse,
Yes?
I heard this statement. I don't know what happened.
I will let the doctor know that you are sick. of taking your medication. As of now, you have to rest and calm yourself and do not think anything that will make your situation worse, okay?
For instance, you now saw the different roles of a nurse should portray according to Peplau's theory. By that, we can say that a nurse doesn't necessarily mean that you should only have the knowledge of becoming a nurse. Rather, you have to take action of what would be your responsibility and duties that you have to formulate and evaluate accordingly to the role given to you.